Hey, 3631 Tactical. Today we're going to talk about hunting with AR-15 style rifles. We're also going to shoot this gun a little bit today in preparation for the firearms deer season, which is only 2 weeks away. Alright, so for this deer season, it's going to be the year of the AR. I'm going to be using this AR-15 chamber for 6.8 SPC. A hunting buddy of mine that's coming up is going to use that PSA-10 AR-10 chambered in 308 that you saw our other review on it. If you didn't see it, I'll put a link in the description below. But let me show you this gun. So this is my 6.8 SPC that I use for deer. I've shot deer with it in the past, but I had a traditional, magnified regular scope on there, not a red dot. So we're trying something a little bit different this year. But with this gun, this was the Rock River Varmint A4, just a regular 5.56, or actually wild chambered gun that I was using for coyotes. I ended up selling the upper on that gun because it had a bull barrel and it was just way too heavy to be carrying around the woods for the distances that I travel when I'm coyote hunting. So anyway, I kept the lower. So this lower is a Rock River lower. Got the Rock River grip here, Rock River 2-stage trigger, all that good stuff. It's a good lower. And for the upper, I went with the Dedicated Technologies, or D-Tech. I found them off of the Predator, Masters, forums, websites, and I ended up getting an upper built from them. It's a really good upper. When I had a regular, 10 power magnified optic on there, I could shoot, less than half an inch at 100 yards all day long. It's a very, very accurate gun. It's got I forgot if it's called Shilin or Shilin barrel, the match grade barrel. It's got Dedicated Technologies. It's got their forend on there. A little bit heavy with that forend. But other than that, it's a really, really good upper. That thing's crazy accurate with a regular magnified scope. And what I decided to go with here this year, just for something different, using a red dot optic to deer hunt with, because most of my shots are inside of 50 yards. The farthest shot I've made on my property is 95. It's pretty thick. I honestly don't need a 10 power scope to make the shots, but I do like some magnification for when it's low light, or if I have to really thread the needle in between some trees or some brush or something. So that's why I put the Vortex on there. That's the Vortex 3-power magnifier. If you're a police officer or law enforcement, they give you a pretty good discount on their products. So this didn't cost that much. Threw that on there with that aim point. The aim point is the PRO. So that's the least expensive red dot that aim point makes. And I've had that for a while, and that thing's been really good too. As far as magazines go, we have the PRI mags. Now these are a little expensive, these PRI mags. But the reason I got these is because when I start reloading for this gun, those magazines allow you to load the round just a little bit longer than some of the other magazines. Like I said, I've shot deer with this gun before, and it's very low recoiling, but man, it does a number on them. They don't go very far at all. But I wanted just to do a quick little review, talk about the gun, and then we're going to go out and shoot some deer with it. Alright, so we're here on the range with our 6.8 SPC. It's an AR-15 platform, and some people might ask, why would you want to hunt with an AR-15, or why do you need to hunt with an AR-15? It's not necessarily that you need to. It's just another weapon platform to use. It's not what people think. They look at AR-15s and they have images of war. They have images of some of the things that have happened in the world as of late. People committing mass shootings and that type of thing. But this is really a gun just like any other gun. If you're going to hunt with a gun like this, there's still certain hunting rules you have to follow. One of them is your magazine capacity. So these magazines that I have here, these only hold 5 rounds. So if you had another semi-automatic rifle that wasn't an AR-15, it would still have to only be able to hold 5 rounds in the magazine and 1 round in the chamber. So I'm not out there with 30-round magazines. I have the same amount of ammo than anybody else does. These guns are just really easy to shoot. They're just inherently accurate. I think all the ones that I've had have been crazy accurate. This particular rifle is really accurate, especially if I have a regular magnified 10 power scope or something. I can really stack rounds up and shoot groups inside a half an inch all day. It's really, really nice, accurate gun. Like I said, we decided to go with the red dot this year, try something different, and I think I'm going to like hunting with it this way. But an AR-15 is just really like any other gun. It has a pistol grip. Other than that, there's really not much difference, because you still have to abide by the hunting rules and regulations of your state where you're hunting. And in my state, we got to have 5-round mags. And I'm fine with that, because I've never been, no matter what type of gun I've used, and I've used lever actions and bolt actions and shotguns and different things for deer hunting, and I do a lot of bow hunting. But specifically, as it relates to firearms, I've never been a guy that gets out there and just starts boom, 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 shooting at deers or running and all that stuff. I don't believe in that. I believe in, taking my time, waiting for the right shot, taking that one nice precision shot. Deer goes down and done. I don't like tracking deer for miles. I don't like wounding deer. I think it's very unethical. So just because I have an AR-15, I'm hunting with it, doesn't mean I'm going to be out there just spraying and praying. I'm still very much take my time, get that one nice surgical precision shot, put the deer down, and be
Alright, so we're here at the range trying to get our deer rifle sighted in. I got this old deer decoy. It's just a cardboard decoy from over 10 years ago that I never used, so I'm going to shoot at it just to get somewhat of a realistic target. Like I said, I'm using a 6.8 SPC. It's an AR-15, and I only have a red dot on there with a 3-power magnifier. So let's just see how accurate I can be at 100 yards shooting at a realistic looking target with this gun.
Alright, we got our 6.8 SPC that we're going to use for deer season this year. I got a aim point PRO, red dot optic, and a Vortex 3-power magnifier. I got that deer target downrange that I just showed you. I'm going to fire 5 shots at it and see what type of hunting accuracy we can get out of this thing. Alright, let's go down range, check it out.
Alright, if I forgot to mention it, we were shooting this at 100 yards. Just kind of seeing. Hope there's some holes in that deer. That was 5 shots. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know, it's a little high for me. I guess it'd still be a dead deer though, right? That's about where I was holding though.
Alright, now not that I would ever do this in a hunting situation, but just for the heck of it, I'm going to take 3 headshots at that same target, 100 yards, see how accurate I can do with this red dot. Alright, let's go check it out.
Alright, so I screwed the video up from going down and checking the headshots on the deer target, so I got to redo that because I had the camera upside down or something or other. Anyway, at the 100 yard distance there, the headshots, you got 2 in the eyeball. You can see that's a double, and then you got 1 right there, so 3 shots all in the head. And like I said, I would never advocate really taking headshots on deer. It was just something fun to do at the range, a little bit of a challenge. See how accurate that gun will shoot for me with that setup with the red dot and the magnifier. But I got a double in the eyeball and 1 round just a little bit high.
So since I'm talking about the gun, I might as well talk about the ammunition. The ammunition I use is a Hornady SST in 120 grains. It's that SST, that super shock tip bullet. Like I said, this is a very low recoiling round. This would be great for somebody smaller statured or kid to shoot. Very, very low recoil. But man, this round does a number on deer. I've shot them in the past where, I mean, the exit wound looks like a golf ball size hole. It really does a number on them. It really stops them. It really shoots them or kills them really ethically and really quickly. So this is the ammunition I'm using, Hornady SSTs in 120 grain. This ammunition is pretty inexpensive. I bought a bunch of it when I first got this gun before I was reloading, but now I'm reloading, and as soon as I burn up all the factory ammunition that I bought, I'm going to go ahead and reload these same exact bullets because, like I said, they're very, very effective and they're very, very economical, and they're very accurate in this gun and just about every gun that I've shot.